Hey everybody, thanks for joining. I'm so glad you're here. So today is my last official Vlogmas vlog entry. We have just returned from our trip to Kentucky to celebrate Christmas with my family. The trip was accelerated a little bit, meaning it happened earlier in the week than we planned because of the cyclone, blah, blah, blah. So I wasn't able to keep up with my regular Vlogmas filming and uploads, but I did record footage on the way down and back from our trip to Kentucky and a little stop in the little charming town of Midway, which is midway between Lexington and the state capital, Frankfort. We did see some horses along the way in the Kentucky Scenic Byway, and I'll show you that. But before we do that, let me get my tea steeping. Today is the last day of the tea advent calendar, or my homemade tea advent calendar. Let's see what we choose today. Ooh, very appropriate. Apple and cinnamon. Oh, that smells delicious. Okay, so we're gonna let that steep, and let's read today's affirmation. This has been my favorite thing about this particular advent calendar, though the flavors repeated way more quickly than I was expecting. The affirmations have not repeated. Okay, pulling today's out, it says, work on you for you. Well, if there ever weren't more appropriate words than that, for me anyway, I definitely needed to hear that. Work on you for no other reason. That's it. Today I'm wearing my Kentucky Christmas shirt and I'm revealing the connection with Colonel Sanders today. So I hope you enjoy the footage and I'll see you soon. So let me show you the bag that I took for Christmas. So, oh, Charlie, not for you. I know you want to play with that strap, but it's not a toy. Yeah, so this was my Christmas bag. It is a Francis Valentine, and look at it, it's sparkling in the light here. But yeah, I chose it because of the tartan colors and because it is fancy. I mean, we're not fancy at our Christmas, but you know, if there's ever occasion to, you know, just feel fancy, I think it's on Christmas. It's a little cinch bag, and the material here at the top to cinch is velvet, and the rest of the trim material is leather. Little bucket bag. I mean, it's just so cute. I found this on The RealReal, and I just grabbed it up. This is my second Francis Valentine bag, and I've been really pleased with them so far. It comes with this detachable and adjustable strap, and I'll just show you real quick what I've had in the bag. I put my phone in there just to give you a sense of perspective as what it would hold. Here's what the interior looks like. It's very fun, a striped pattern. Oh, and there's a little slip pocket there in the back. I've got receipts back there. I really enjoy using this bag. Really fun, really festive. Perfect for the season. Also perfect for the season, this apple cinnamon tea. It's delicious. If you haven't seen my Kentucky Stories video, I suggest you watch it because I go through the 12 days of a Kentucky Christmas shirt, and I just tell some of my Kentucky stories, and of course, fried chicken is on that shirt. Colonel Sanders, I think, is a really interesting story. He opened up his first restaurant in a little town in Corbin, Kentucky in 1930. He just opened up a little restaurant in the side of a service station or filling station or little gas station. And it became really popular. He made really good food. From what I understand, he is the first to really pioneer the idea of a franchise. And he had the first franchise of Kentucky Fried Chicken that came out in the 50s. He did serve in the Army when he was a young man. In fact, he lied to get into the Army because he was too young, but he did want to serve, and he did serve, but he did not serve long enough to make it up into the ranks of being an officer. So where did the colonel come from? He was granted a commission by the Kentucky governor as a Kentucky colonel. And if you're a Kentuckian, then you know what that is. I think it's quite an honor to be a Kentucky colonel. You have to be nominated, and the governor is the one who makes the proclamation and gives the commission to those that are granted the Kentucky colonel status. I just quickly looked up on the website a little bit more about Kentucky colonel, since I knew I was going to be talking about it today. And a previous governor had commented on the prestige of being a Kentucky colonel as becoming synonymous with strength of character, leadership, and dedication to the welfare of others. It is an honor and something to be proud of if you are a Kentuckian. And he received that award in 1935. I don't know when the name Colonel just kind of stuck onto his name, Colonel Harlan Sanders. You know, we as Kentuckians know him as Harlan Sanders, but we also know him because of the business as Colonel Sanders. Well, anyway, the Colonel stuck to him. So now let's talk about your guesses as to what I have in common with Colonel Sanders. We both like fried chicken. Well, that's true. I like fried chicken. I'm sure he did too, to make that famous recipe. Did we go to the same school? No, we did not. We were from different parts of the state. Were we from the same town? And again, we were from different parts of the state. Did we have a common relative, or were we related? No, we were not. So what do we have in common? We're both Kentucky colonels. So I wanted to share a little bit with you about how I got the commission to be a Kentucky colonel. So I used to be a high school choral director, and I took my high school choir to sing at our state capitol at the beginning of the legislative session. And of course we sang our state song, My Old Kentucky Home. This was years ago, like early 2000s. Yeah, like, oh my gosh, like 20 years ago. And we sang for the legislators, and then exited, and then I think we had a tour of the Capitol, and then later our representative came to meet us and talked to us, and you know, just had a really nice interaction, and then we packed up and went home for the end of the field trip, and I knew it was a great experience. You know, personally, I know that anytime our students can see with their own eyes, the people that you elect, you know, are there, they're working, and you actually have a vote and all that. Like, I just want to help connect the dots for them. We had a really tremendous impact that day on the people that we sang for. After meeting with me and my students, our representative nominated me to be a Kentucky colonel. And I had no idea. I had no idea that that had even happened until I got the notification several weeks later. someone who did not know me personally but saw the impact of my work. I think he was proud to have a group from his hometown come up and represent so well. So I was really proud to get that award, and it hangs in my office today. I am very proud to be a Kentucky Colonel. That certificate is proudly displayed in my office. I'll show you a picture here on top of my bookcase. And over to the side, you can see the choir. They actually did the work that day, and you know, all my work was done, you know, weeks and months in advance to prepare. They're the ones who did the work actually on that day to make the singing so beautiful. Just wanted to share that with you. I hope that doesn't sound too boastful or too arrogant of me to share that with you. I definitely don't eat fried chicken all the time, but that is a little something I do have in common with Colonel Sanders. Hope you've enjoyed the stories today and the footage from Kentucky. And I really appreciated your company here during the Vlogmas. It's been really fun for me. I hope it's been fun for you as well. I wish you a very Merry Christmas, and I look forward to seeing you afterwards. So you take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.